Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
Troubles in the room. We hit record and the vibes go boom. One says deep thoughts, the other says no. Now we're arguing if cats can and low. We spill the tea, we spill the wine. Have the stories of yours and half of mine. We laugh and cry, we overshare too long. Podcast now every now, just double the crutch. Double Trouble Live with twice the mess. Double Trouble Live, no stress. At you for the thrill. Oh yeah, Trouble
Live. Woo! DTL at SA via NHC. Speaking in abbreviations here, welcome everyone. Double Trouble Live. I am Frank Scattoni, live in my studio, about 3 furlongs from Del Mar Racetrack. The chief gambling officer, you don't look like I don't see your surfboard there. I see TVs. What's going on?
We're at the NHC here. Not playing this year. My picks sucked like they have on this show for the last couple of weeks as well. So couldn't hit anything.
I knew you were going to be grumpy. That's why I wore this.
There you go.
I wore the old man grumpy T-shirt because I know it was a rough day for you, and you're not playing in the contest. But look, you can make a ton of money just doing what we do. We have.
No, yeah. I mean, we got a new video. Since that Friday the 13th video we did a few weeks ago. It's been yikes.
Yeah, we cursed ourselves. We cursed ourselves.
Absolutely did.
Actually, you know what? Let's get it out of the way. I was going to wait to tell you to play that, but if you have it queued up, let's do that now. Let's shake off the curse. Right. The case of seconditis out the window. Let's go. Let's do it, and then we'll talk.
DTL Crew. Frank and Ciaran here, live from the track. We've been cursed. Tickets shredded, chalk bets bombed, exactas wheeled wrong. But today, we're banishing that loser vibe forever. Grab your low takeout slips and sing. We've lost the late double 9 times this week alone. The key horse faded like a bad phone signal tone. Ciaran single turned into a bad choke. Chats yelling fade Frank while we're going broke. No more should've boxed it. No more next race revenge. No more blaming the rail, the pace of the jockey's ride. We're done being the punchline in every bad beat thread. Time to flip the script, boys. Get that curse out our head. Hey, curse! Get lost, get low, take out these. We bad issue with this win and believe. Poof, Shazam! Abracadabra cadabra. The curse of losing is history. See you later. Take your cold exactas and your chalky bombs away. DTL Crew's rising up. Get paid today. Poof. Now watch us nail the 5 doubles, double boom boom cash. Frank's wheeling the 479. No more trash. Ciaran's king of the live play, calling the move. Santa Anita, Del Mar. We're in the groove. No more if only tears at the windowsill. We're hitting the big 3, stacking that bill.
Sprinkle some track chalk over the left shoulder. Twice. Spin the toe board counterclockwise, looking mighty nice.
Chug a energy drink. Scream not today. Bad luck demon. Because the DTL curse. We want freedom.
I figured they had enough of that. We got to get into the gambling here, Frank. We got to make some money.
Real quick, Terry wanted me to sage you.
Oh, there we go.
You know how you're such an exaggerator. It's impossible for us to lose the double 9 times in 1 week because we only play it 3 times.
I know. That's why it was so funny. I mean, I had to exaggerate, the Irish exaggeration.
All right. Well, you know what? You played the curse. Get out off our back song. Let's get right to it. I'm going to put up your plays first. I don't even want to talk about the all turf. We'll talk about that in the last race. We're going to owe them money. But let's talk about your late pick 3. Where is it?
Well, while the song was playing, Frank, I was looking at the will pays into this race, and the double is paying $9 into the 2, and 106 into the even money favorite right now. So there's some weird. And the pick 3 right now is paying 960 into the 2 and 106 into the 5. Oh, wait. So I'm not sure what's going.
I don't see your late pick.
Hang on, let me pull it
So
up
what
there.
I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Charlie because he was first in the chat before we even started. That's his all turf, so I'm putting that up so we can all root for him. I'm looking for your late
I
pick
guess
3.
Yeah, I didn't put it in.
see
Let me find it here. All right.
Thank you for the sage, Terry. We really got to sage Ciaran in person, though.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
It's Friday. Thank you, Froggy Mushroom. Vegas, baby. That's right. Charlie, thanks for being first in the chat before we even started. You know what? I'm just going to put my late pick 3 up. What do I have here? I think the 5 is the most likely winner of the race. Right, we're in race 7 here to start things off. But I can't bet Andy Mathis. I just can't. So I actually have the 5 as a B on a backup ticket. My A's are the 2 and the 1.
I did not use the 1. I went 2-5, I believe. I'm trying to find where I wrote the actual bet, Frank. So
Go to CaliforniaPick4.com. I think you might be able to find it there.
Well, the problem
aren't you an expert on Santa Anita's website?
Well, there was an issue. There was a couple of key scratches I had in my sequence, including a bomb I really liked in the last race, and then I was actually going on a big double today, and that favorite scratched out of the race, so I really had to scramble on the bets today, and it kind of messed me up, if that makes sense.
Well, Roblox Kid 908, thank you for joining us. We got ourselves a subscriber. Welcome to the DTL Crew, my friend. Let us know who you like, who you're playing, what your late pick 3 is, while Ciaran comes to the show unprepared as usual.
Yeah, that's your bingo card spot right there. I messed up again. So
he ran point twice last week, and he was like, "Oh man, my work is done here.
Piece of
My
cake.
work is done."
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, we could talk about this race. It's a 5-horse field. The 5 absolutely has a pace advantage. Don't get me wrong, Andy Mathis, we talk about him. He's a great trainer, good young guy, he's a good horseman, spots his horses correctly, wins a ton of races. But we have backed him a few times on horses that we thought were extremely live, and they were nowhere.
Yeah, and I mean, even my notes, what I wrote today on it when I was doing it was, we got our guy Hera on for Mathis, who has blown up many of our tickets, as we said. But then I put, if I fade him today, he's going to win. Second off the claim, Mathis just blows up with this kind of setup. But his horses, as we said, they've been fading late. I mean, ones that should have won very easily have been fading. And I said it was a defensive play on my ticket, but because of all the other scratches, I just went 2-5 here.
Yeah, I was shocked, actually, that the 2 was the morning line favorite over the 5. I thought the 5 could potentially be odds on. And it looks like the 5 is odds on, 3-5 right now.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, if you pull up the will pays, Frank, going into this race.
Yeah, let's do that again, because I was looking for your picks when you.
Yeah, because I thought it was like, I'm looking at the will pay here, and right now I guess
they're
it was
basically the same, $9 and $9 to the 2 and the 5.
So
and then
this is going to be
and 18.
Yeah, this is going to be a really low paying thing, but I didn't have enough confidence to hammer it more. I kind of went caveman-y. I wanted to hammer it more. If you can write it down, Frank, so I went up going.
Hold on, let me tell you. I'll put it right on the screen. So Ciaran, L pick 3. Okay, what did you do?
I just went caveman. I went 2-5 with 3, 5, 7, 9 with 1, 5, 7. I was going to do all those other, weight the bets a little bit higher, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with all my picks in all the races because the 2 horses I really liked, the chalk in race 8 that scratched, and I really liked that Espinosa horse, Passion de Oro in the last that scratched at 30-1. So it kind of blew up my day there.
Yeah, I went back and watched the replay of that race that they all come out of, including the horse that you liked. The horse that you liked who got scratched, I did not have as an A or a B. I still had the horse as a C, but let me tell you right now, that horse had a horrendous trip. Was off the slow pace, Had to go wide, had to steady, but I didn't like the way the horse finished up, so I was taking others out of that race, but I would not have faulted you for using that horse at 30-1.
And that last race historically is a long shot race, so you want a price in there. And I just 3 times when I did my write-up, I was like, why is Victor riding? Last race. And as we said, he's gotten very picky, especially this year. So when he shows up, especially when he showed up, I mean, it's scratched now. It doesn't really matter.
Right.
He shows up late.
Special. He's got me talking about a scratch horse now. He's going to go up for 10 minutes about a horse who scratched.
All right.
Talk to me about the 8, because the 8 is my top pick in that race, and you don't have the 8 for a penny.
Which is crazy because, I mean, I went back and forth, and I was like, this is the one jockey who's winning for Phil right now. I need Barrios to start winning because he's riding, Gold Phoenix next weekend. Phil is a horrible – I mean, when I read the stat, I had to go back and look. Phil's 7% second-time grass. I mean, but his horses have been not really winning first time either lately. So it was one of those things. It'll probably blow up my ticket, but I ended up making the 7 my top choice in there. That Kimura horse for Baltus had a very rough trip last out. But then that trainer is only 5% in a setup like this. Top last race speed. Kimura has yet to win for Baltus. On paper, looked great, but not reliable for singling. So it was, again, it was one of those things I was trying to find. What did you think about the 4? I know JJ's riding the horse, but I was like, why is this horse 9-5? I didn't get the horse being 9-5. You?
You're talking about the last race?
Yes.
John. Remember that horse was 50 cents on the dollar last time? Was the worst favorite of the meet, but had a horrible, horrible trip. But maybe the horse just, doesn't like, this Santa Anita turf course now. I don't know. I ended up using the horse, but the 8 and the 7 were my top 2 picks. And I have the 4 also. We're talking about the last race. Let's pivot and go back to this leg. There's a lot of comments in the chat. We're going to get to them as soon as we can, but we've got to go through the late pick 3 because we don't have a dead race to talk about things. So we got to get down to business, and then we'll get to everybody. We appreciate you commenting and joining, so please keep doing it. You already told me you're the 2 and the 5. What's wrong with the 1? I like the 1.
Well, what I put here, I said, I used to for Baltus, second off the layoff, flopped on dirt last out, going shorter, but won on turf prior. I just thought the morning line was a little low. I thought the 2 and the 5. I had to make a choice, and it may come back and bite me in the butt, but if I get knocked out, I can correct it in the double. Is the way I viewed it.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough. Here's why I like the 1. I mean, that last race was absolutely horrendous. Something must have gone horribly wrong because 2 things. 1, Ayuso rides the 1 back after that terrible race. And 2, Baltus is not an idiot. He is a very smart trainer. If he doesn't think this horse can act on dirt, he would not run this horse on dirt. So if he's willing to give the horse another chance, I am. And if you look at the pattern, sprint debut, runs 6th, comes back, stretches out in a mile, wins for fun. Granted, those are turf races, but if he could do that same pattern here, sprint off the bench, stretch out to a mile, I think that horse has a big shot in this short field, but mostly because I don't trust the 5. I just do not trust that barn right now. They're going to have to beat me.
Let's see what the probables are going out. Maybe we'll get an idea of where the
because we need to talk about that middle leg because I thought it was impossible.
I thought you could go a lot of different ways. I ended up, I thought Manchild made it a lot easier, but the scratch there kind of screwed everything up. I do not like who they ended up making after that. I do not like the 10 on the outside, Broadway Unions. And
I didn't use the 10.
I did not use the 10. It's going to probably blow me up, but I ended up
Is that the new morning line favorite?
Well, when they updated it, at 5-1, that should tell you what they think of that. And that's actually a mandatory race, race 8 for the NHC. So
who's taking action in the doubles? It looks like the 9.
Yeah, so right now we're looking at.
And I have the 9 as a B. My A's are the 3 and the 4.
That's very interesting. I really like the 3 as well. So I unfortunately I don't think we're going to get that morning line. Well, actually, let's see if the sneaky money is coming.
Well, you know what that means, Ciaran. Whenever we both land on the same long shot the last couple of weeks, we're going to run second.
Well, not today because we played that anti-curse song. So today it'll be the day.
That's right. You're right. That's very true. We're going to win.
So right now the 5 into the 3 is paying 24 5 into the 5 is 22. That 9 is 5 into the 9 is 15, and 5 into the 10 is 21. So right now, the favorite in the next race is going to be that Cheezola one.
What about the 4? Because the 4 is my sneaky play. Dead.
Let's see, 5 into the 4. Yeah, across all the horses, it's looking like absolutely zero action on that horse.
Okay, fair enough. I still have the horse in my pick 3. I'm not going to change, but I like that you and I are both on that.
And looking at the payouts here, Frank, I'm thinking we're probably going to see the 9 be 3-1 in that next leg, and then I think we're going to see the 5 and the 3 be 4-1 or 7-2. We're not going to get that 6-1 morning line, which sucks. The scratch of the favorite kind of messed that race up. But
yeah, Optics has the 3 at 5.39. My 4 dead 21. Win Ribbon, the 5 is 5.4. And then the outside horses, the 9, 4.43, and the 10, 4.69. Interesting. So the models do like the 10, but you and I do not.
Yeah, Hey Brother in that next leg, the 3, so we can talk about that leg. We got Aguilar on for Lee, and as we've talked about, he's on a heater. He's winning 36%. But then the other thing when we talk about that trainer is he either wins for fun or his horses are getting Ubers. So that's what you deal with, and hopefully you get a price when he does win.
Well,
and this
you're talking about Lee's horse?
Yeah, the Hey Brother. Now,
you're very good with him, Ciaran. Every time you pick him, they don't always win, but they always fire. So I feel good about that horse.
I thought there was a lot of question marks, and it was a horse I put on my backup ticket, but the fact that the chalk scratched, I upgraded Hey Brother. And what's funny is the last few years, maybe it's just anecdotal, but when we're at the NHC, his horses tend to do very well at Santa Anita. So that's...
Well, yeah, large sample size of 2 days.
Yeah, well, two years.
No, you're just good with him. You know how I'm good with Mark Ladd? I'm very in tune with him. You have been on, when Lee started to get more horses and more owners, you were on him from the jump. Yes. Mostly because Steve Simonovich and his dad, that was their trainer when they had a string out here, right? So you got to know them a little bit.
And when you talk to these guys, they're like, why are you using this trainer? It wasn't a trainer I really knew. And then I got to hang out with him at the Eddie Logan a few times. It's very straightforward. You ask him a question and he gives you the answer. He doesn't kind of hedge like some of the other trainers. Like, I like all my horses racing tomorrow. He'd be like, this is the one you bet. This one needs a race, So I like that when you talk to trainers when they're like that.
You mean when they actually tell you what they really think?
Yes. Versus you got to go.
Trainer speak. Well,
you got to bet the other.
And, he ate his feet up and did it, all platitudes.
You got to bet the other horse he's got in there with some jockey you never heard of before.
Yeah, you got to play the shell game. But all right, so you're 3, 5, 7, 9 in the middle leg. My A's are the 3 and the 4, but I do have a B ticket with the 9, 5, and 7. As well as the 8. And then we already talked about the last leg. So let me see if anybody else has any plays. No, come on, guys. Put up your late pick 3. Let's go. We want to share. What are we missing? Or are we locked in? What's going on? What do you guys like? And then we'll go through the comments after this race. I'm sorry, Ciaran. Were you going to say something?
I was sitting here debating if I should use the 1, but you already have the 1, so at least as a team we'll get out of this race.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, and
it's getting no money on the board.
I was going to say, I still like the 1. I would like to see some late money come in and maybe go off at 7-2. We still got 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're only.
So there were 3 more minutes for the computers to figure out what they want to do.
I think just looking at this, I think they're going to hammer that Mathis horse. I wouldn't be surprised if it went off at 3-5.
Well, I don't know, Ciaran, because in the double and pick 3, they're basically the same price, the 2 and the 5. So the 5 took all the early money. You might see the 2 take all the late money.
And I don't know. Just looking at the show and place money, we're not seeing any signals on that either. They're all about 4 or 5 times. So,
well, here's what Optics has. Optics has Stay in Line at 1.67 and Dory Miller at 1.87. So pretty close, but the 5. I expected the 5 to be favored. I really did. And
I
I'm
thought
telling
the two
you,
would.
if Mathis was just being Mathis and not cold, that horse would be a stone cold single for me. And he
I'm-
might win anyway. She might win anyway, and that's fine. But I cannot take 4 to 5 on a trainer who's 1 for 30, who I've bet multiple times with horses who figured and were up the track. So
yeah,
if he beats me,
and
he
they
beats
just
me.
fade. They keep fading late is the problem. You're like, how do you trust them when they keep fading late?
Yeah, and sometimes trainers go through that. You don't know. Change of seasons. Sometimes there's a bug in the barn. There's a little virus going around or whatever.
I'm looking to
Horses
see
run
what
through their conditions, whatever the case may be.
Racelands did. Because sometimes they do a good. And we're getting with the nitty gritty here. So Racelands had this as 32% chance for the 5, 25% for the 2. So it wasn't, it's not, it's dominant, but usually if it's a sure single, you would see that in the 40s.
Yeah, I think they're going to go off close to the same price, but I do think the 5 is favored. Charlie's just using the 2 and the 5 like you. He is using the 10 in that middle leg that we're not using. He's also using the 6, which I don't think either one of us have. That shows you how tough that race is.
Well,
and then
actually,
he has the 7 and the 8, who we both like in the last.
Well, just looking at Racelands, they've got the 4 going off at 4 to 1. What is the 4? What price is the 4 right now?
Ryan's girl is 6 to 1, and perfect timing. Because
maybe I might do a saver bet just because I don't want to use the 2. I might do a saver bet with the 4 in here. And
half vlogs. I got Ryan's girl. My name is Ryan, so fingers crossed. He's a man after your own heart. That's a Ciaran play if I've ever seen one.
And then
good luck, Ryan. Thank you for joining us.
We'll go with Hey Brother. We'll go 3. Who did I pick? I did 3, 5, 7, 9 in the next, and then I'm going to single my 7 in the last leg. So that's going to cost me an extra $8. So I'm going to do a saver bet here, Frank. 4 with 3, 5, 7, 9 with 7 for $8.
4, 3, 5, 7, 9 with 7.
Yes, 4 with 3, 5, 7, 9.
I'm gonna try and type that out real fast so we can put it up there. But SEP, look, he gave us the one down the hill a couple of weeks ago, and now he's just cold decking pick 3s. Talk about a confidence builder. 1, 5, 7, mic drop. Cold deck a late pick 3. I love it. So Ciaran, what is it again? It's 4 with
3, 5, 7, 9 with 7.
I'm not putting the amount. People can do their own amount.
Yeah,
we're on the fly here.
If you said I was only allowed to pick one horse in that last race today, Frank, I'd pick the 7. So that's why I'm going that way.
That's fine. I think the 8 and the 7 are equal. D'Amato's a little chilly. I looked up his stats. He's something like 3 for 39 in the last 30 days. Baltus was ice cold, but he just won a grade 1, and he won a couple of races that last week. So he started to heat up. So I'm not worried about him. Phil's gonna start winning again, and I think this horse Robbins Old or whatever the name is has a huge shot. But you have to consider the cold barn. So 4. Yeah. So that's funny. Of your saver bets between the 4 and the 1, you went with the 4.
Just because the 1 was just not getting any interest, as we look
around.
You went
with Ryan instead of me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get back.
So when you run second to my horse, please do not throw your monitor, please.
I'll throw
because
the phone.
You realize you just set yourself up for that.
I know. I did. I totally did.
All right. What time we got? Oh, they're going in the gate. We're going to duck out, everybody. Good luck. And we'll get to the comments after this race. Hopefully everyone will be alive. Let's get it done.
We'll do something tomorrow.
Hey, ballroom, NHC ballroom. You should be watching. Tony's sitting here giving out 5-to-1 shots like they're candy. Look at that. I should be there.
Pigs do fly once in a while. I should have made a pigs flying. Yeah, so I actually had notes about tomorrow's. I can't remember.
Look, he's already talking about tomorrow. No. You don't get to talk about anything. I just had that winner that I gave to you, and you did not play it. We're talking about today. Are you alive? What do you got? Show me. Tell me.
I'm down in flames, but you know what's going to happen? I'm going to hit the double, and you're going to miss one of the legs. So that's usually what it is.
No, yeah. I'm going to miss the middle leg. You're going to have this leg, and then we're both going to miss the last. We're both going to have them both miss the last.
He is unbettable now, and the reason I was bringing it up, I had notes for tomorrow's show, Frank, and my notes were, how did Mathis' horse run today? You know. Because if this horse could not win, he is unbettable right now.
If we had Betfair and had a betting exchange, all you can eat, you lay that horse at 3-5. All you can. That horse was dead halfway. When the horse didn't make the lead, he was donezo. She had no shot.
They are just
she didn't
fading.
Make the lead in a 5-horse field.
Yeah, that's like the last 8 or 9 of his horses that have just done that. Middle of the race, they throw the towel in.
I'm surprised. Look, I'm not criticizing anybody here for using that horse. On paper, the horse should have been odds on and was a standout. But I'm a little surprised that you were invested with the 2 and the 5 there. I know you did a saber with the 4, but because you're like so good with, you are on trends before their trends. And we talked about Mathis 2 weeks ago because we liked 2 of his horses one day and they were like nowhere, like they're still running. And usually you're tough. You're the first one to say, I'm not betting that guy. I'm like, dude, that was one race.
Now, what's funny is if you read my write-up, I actually read all of my write-up here. I probably should have went with your one. If I might have gone with the 1 if you didn't have it, Frank, but at least one of us had it. What's funny is I'm reading my notes now, and you know what I put?
Now he's taking credit
pass.
for it.
I put hard pass on the 4 that I ended up on the horse that I picked, Ryan's Girl. So I think it was probably what threw me off. It was just so cold on the board.
Okay, hold on. So you had hard pass for the 4. Did you have notes on the 1?
I had note. I said I used it for ball to second off the layoff, flopped in dirt last out going shorter, but won on turf prior at this distance. I thought the morning line was crazy low, and then the fact that it wasn't getting any play. That's why I didn't pivot.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I thought the morning line was ridiculously low. I wanted that. I don't know what the horse went off at, but I wanted 5-1.
Went off at 5-1, so you got a nice start.
That's what the horse should have been. In that field, with Dory Miller and look, if the outside horse is trained by Lee or by who else is hot right now, Mark Glatt, whoever that horse is 2-5 and wins like a 2-5.
Yeah, Glatt is on fire right now. You have to bet everything he sends out right now as well.
So you had, I would say you had mixed comments on the 1, some positive, some negative. The 4 was an X.
Yes, and I ended up throwing it in just because I was like, you know what? I really like the 2. I really like the 5. I'm pivoting on.
Well, let's talk about that. And I'm not criticizing you, because believe me, I've done the same thing. What was your thought process? Like, why in that moment? Yesterday, you hated the horse, hard pass.
It was getting a little bit of action, and the 1 was not. So I was kind of going with the.
All right.
I was hoping the robot money knew more than I did, but they didn't.
Well, you know what? That's why we do the show, right? I mean, we do this in real time because we want the most up-to-date information. It's not always right, and we may interpret it incorrectly, but it is up to the minute information, and more often than not, it actually helps us. I think you're just being stubborn. You're like, Frank likes that horse. I'm going to go against Frank. That horse is not going to win. I'm going to play against Frank.
What if you actually go back and clip that thing? You know what I actually said? I said, because you have that horse, I'm okay trying another one because one of us will get out of the race.
I heard you. Yes, you did say that. I heard you say that. That's very nice of you to say, but you know what? I'm not sharing my money with you when I win.
Well, you know what that
means. I might buy you a Guinness, but that's about it.
You're doing the community bets today, just so you know.
You could just walk up to the windows, place them at the. I'm kidding. All right, let's roll through the comments before we start talking about doubles because we have some new people. I want to acknowledge everybody because I know it's a busy day. I know it's the NHC. I know there's a lot going on. So I want to thank everyone for taking the time and spending their Friday afternoon with us. So we already leading off Terry Sage. Yes, I got to sage him again. Okay, so here we go. Froggy Mushroom. It's Friday. Yes, it is. It's the weekend. Our new follower, Rob Locks Kid. Awesome. Thank you. This looks like a new person. Halloween Cooper was all about the 5. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please subscribe. No problem. Thank you. Miles O'Shea. Oh, pronounced Roblox. Okay. Is that an Irish thing? Because Miles O'Shea sounds Irish.
It does. It's our national holiday is a couple of days away. I'm getting the liver ready for that Tuesday.
St. Patty's Day?
St. Patty's Day, rolling in.
God, that was St. Patty's Day and New Year's Eve were my 2 least favorite holidays when I lived in New York City because it was amateur hour.
Well, you never went out.
I hated it because I love St. Patrick's Day.
You just never went out. You went and got the food. If you want to eat legit Irish food, you go out on Sunday and Monday while they're prepping. You do not do it on Patty's Day.
Right, you stay at home and you do your own thing. Yeah. So Roblox has a channel, so we will check that out. Thank you. Okay, that's the name. Terry's welcoming the crew and Rob. Roblox likes our stream. So do we. Thank you for joining us. Look at this. Throwback from Del Mar when Ciaran and Mr. Guitar were winning everything under the sun.
Can we bring those days back? That was nice back then.
Oh, here. So Miles is going to explain himself. Miles, first timer. Thank you, Miles. Please subscribe. You'll never miss a show. You'll never miss me punking on Ciaran. Oh, look at that. Ciaran's favorite.
Whatever.
You met Ciaran's favorite guy, Chappie.
This guy's a plant. He's a plant. I don't believe that this is a random person.
Miles, right after this, I'm going on Chappie's show. It'll be on the Santa Anita YouTube channel. We're going to talk about tomorrow's Late Pick 5. So we appreciate you joining us. LD in the house. Hi, guys. Hoover loves the 5 in race 7. Go LRF. Yeah, I always root for LRF, but I had to take a stand. Yeah. But good luck the rest of the way. Cody, I think you might be a new chat room contributor, so please subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Good afternoon, gents. Usually only make the Sunday show. Got off early, decided to join the DTL crew. Let's hit this pick 3. Ciaran needs a slump buster. Well, don't hold your breath.
So right now, the early money come in, Frank, and hey, brother, 7-2 favorite. Kind of what we.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
Sniffed out when we saw where the money was coming earlier.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We got 20 minutes. Just give me a couple more posts I want to acknowledge. But Ciaran, when the money shows for Lee's horses, that's smart money.
You pay a lot of attention to that.
That's smart money because that's a very shrewd outfit, especially when it comes to the claiming game. I don't know if you're going to make it over to South Point or if Brooklyn John's going to make it over to, where are you, Bally's? Where's the tournament?
It was the old Bally's. Now it's the Horseshoe. It's the big stinking turd on the middle of the strip. That's where the NHC is. Horseshoe.
Well, if you happen to be at the Horseshoe, just look for the guy with the puss on his face for getting knocked out. That'll be Ciaran. Go say hi. So there was Charlie's. Okay, sorry, Charlie. Sorry, Ryan's girl. S.E. Pete, the most confident man in racing right now. Cole Deccan had the one single. My man. Here's a question. Can we watch the race anywhere? I believe you can watch it on First Bet or on Santa Anita's website. I think they changed the rules where you can watch it now.
Actually, I could go look. I know they were talking about doing that, so I'm not sure. I can tell you right now. I think you have to go through the ADW, but let me see if they have the live.
Yeah, they changed it now where people can access it if even not. If you don't mind looking that up, I'll keep going through. Ciaran's least favorite part of the show because he has to share the limelight with our audience instead of the spotlight just on him. Mikey P. Mikey P. That wasn't a boo for you specifically, Mikey P. That was a boo for everyone in the chat. Thank you for joining us, my man. Hey, we got to have you on. I miss doing shows with you for the money. And if you happen to be in Vegas, Ciaran, what table are you at?
Table 148 all weekend.
If you're there, go say hi to Ciaran. We'll
stop by. I'll let you buy me drinks. Please stop by. I'm
I'll
running out.
Venmo you. I don't want you to have to pay for Ciaran's bar tab. It'll set you back years. But thanks, Mikey P, for joining us. For those who don't know, Mikey P is a contributor and podcast host for In the Money Media. He does phenomenal work. All those guys over there do. So thanks for joining us, Mike. Really, really appreciate it. There's our man, Jeff. Hey, guys, good luck tonight. Thank you, Jeff. How about this? Does this bother you? LD knows the scoop, and you agree. Phil's been a little cold. Are you worried about Gold Phoenix?
He is training fantastic, but as is always the case when we don't win, it's the jockey doesn't do what he's supposed to do, or we don't have pace. So I've not seen who's in that race next weekend. We got Barrios on. He's still training phenomenally, so
Which
we
race
shall
is
see.
it? The
San Luis, that 1.5-mile race, yeah.
Oh, that's perfect for him.
So
I can't imagine there's going to be somebody in there who's going to be on his par. How about this? Michael Watkins, thank you for joining us. East Texas in the house. Texas Terry. She's not East Texas, but Texas is Texas. Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe. Real quick, 2 more comments, Ciaran, and then we're going to talk turkey. Mikey's not in Vegas, but yeah, let's do a show. Let's do a joint In the Money Double Trouble Live venture. We'll go live from the Charlestown late pick 5, 12% takeout.
Oh, yeah.
And last one, LD, last bet I made was Frank's bet with the 1. Woo! Ciaran, what do you got on your goatee there? Ciaran has ice crystals on his goatee.
I do. I think it's just this losing streak has made all the red disappear.
All right, well, here we go. Let's get serious now. Ciaran's going to turn it all around because you know what? If you get knocked out in the first leg of the late pick 3, what happens?
We got the double. What's
You
funny
come
is,
back
Frank,
firing away in the double.
so the pick 3, they put their money on this number 10. It's only paying 74. The next highest is the 5, which is I have it, but at 114, and then the 3 at 121. So the betting is pretty much saying it's 10, 5, 3. The 9 got a little bit of money, but I have the 5. Let's see, what did I put? Yeah, Wind Ribbon. So that was an interesting one I had in this race, Frank. So what I had here, I used to ride for a small stable, and the horse won under the lights last out, March 1st. So it was kind of like a paid exercise run, and won at this distance before. Does really well, top last race speed, and the jockey won on this horse before. So, I mean, I like the 10-1 morning line. I hate this 4-1 right now. It sucks.
Yeah, it was tough to first of all, I thought it was tough to make a morning line in this race to start with, and then with the 1 being scratched, that really screws everything up, right? So,
and then they did pivot the money. So on the double, Frank, the 10 is paying 63. The 3 did drop down for second choice on the double money from the last race, paying 94, and then the 5 at 119. So that 3 money is like, as we say, what the barn money and the secret money coming in, and it kind of adjusted from the pick 3. They did bet it in the pick 3, but they've hit it a little bit more on the double.
Yeah, is there anything funny in the pick 3s that, like, anything catch your eye compared to what's going on in the tote or what you expected?
No, this is about what I thought. I mean, there's not a whole lot of money in here, yeah, but this is for this kind of race, yeah. And this is a mandatory in the NHC, so people are probably.
Well, I have some decisions to make here on because I'm alive to the 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. I got massive coverage in here. I don't have the 10, who is currently the 7-2, but the favorite in the will pays on the double.
Well, let me ask you this, Frank.
Who else am I missing?
Let me answer this, Frank. If you had only one horse you could pick in the last leg, who would you pick? What's
3.
your top? Which one?
Oh, in the last
race. What is
I
your?
went with the 8, but I'm worried about D'Amato, so I'm going to switch it to the 7 because Baltus is hot. And I like the 8 and 7 almost equally. On paper, I like the 8 a little more, but based on what I just saw, the way that Baltus horse ran off the screen, I'm going to upgrade it to the 7. 7-8, but I'll give the slight edge nod to the 7 right now.
Well, I will say on the double pools today, you'll get paid because it's looking like the lowest.
Yeah,
paid.
who's favored in the next leg?
The next leg, the 10 into the my 7. The 7 is looking like the favorite. It's 7. It's 7-8-4, but I mean the lowest payout from the 10 is $75. So that tells you no one really knows what's going on in that last or this one either. It's a healthy pay. If you're correct and you can hammer it here, you're going to get paid on this stuff. And then we've already got $50K in the double pool, so we're not dealing with like this small money we usually are. And we're still 12 minutes out, so this could be a pretty big double pool. It looks like a lot of people probably got knocked out of that first leg of the pick 3, pivoting like I did or didn't use that one. So I think the double pool is going to be healthy today.
Yeah, I think a lot because it was a short field. I think a lot of people might have singled or just used the 2 and the 5. I mean, you don't want to go 3 deep in a 5-horse field, really. You know what I mean? So it'll be very interesting to see if people try to correct their position based on.
So I'm looking here.
Result.
So I think we both liked a horse in the last. What did you think of the 1 in that last race, Frank?
My A's in order are the 7, 8, 1, and I have the 4 as a B.
All right, I ranked.
That's it. I don't like anybody else.
I went 7, 5, 6, 8, 1, but then because the 6 had scratched, so I went 7, 5, 1, and ended up tossing the Phil horse. And Dr. Filkins ran second last out, and a couple of really sharp 47-second works. And I thought had a chance, might use on spread tickets, but because my long shot went out, it ended up moving up to my main ticket. 5 Chief Residents. Talk about a hot trainer, as we said, Glatt. We got Harrow riding for Glatt. I thought the 8-1 morning line was insane. I thought that horse is probably going to be 4-1. First time grass, first time routing, but if there's anyone who could do that, we know it's Glatt, and a huge jockey upgrade. And then it's one of these, we don't talk about the breeding a lot, but breeding up and down is fantastic for that 5 in the last race. And Hera and Glatt are 2 of 2 up on, when I handicapped last night. I don't know if they won anything today. So, if you like a horse and you can spread, I'm looking at the will pays, and everything into that 5 is paying pretty decent in the next leg, Frank. The lowest payout into the 5 in the next leg is $327 for $5.
Well,
I think
you deserve that much because I don't like that horse. So yeah, that horse should pay that much.
So that's going to be what my pivot. I'm going to make sure that we use the 5 in that race, Frank, for our community bet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I got to do some things here.
Well,
Can you tell me a couple of double payouts if you don't mind?
Yeah. What do you want?
5 to the 1.
237.
7 to the 1.
335.
And 9 to the 1.
252. Those are really healthy pays.
I have them in my pick 3 to the 7 and the 8, but I don't have them to the 1. So I'm playing an absolute. I'm just doing a $5 double. And I'll put this on the board after I get it in. So I'm going to do that. 5, 7, 9 with 1. And then can you tell me 6, 7 and 6, 8?
6 to the 7 is 242, and 6 to the 8 is 218. These are really, I will say, Frank, these are some of the better pays we've seen. And if you have if you've got a conviction on either leg and you could connect with even a $10 double, you're going to get paid today.
7 to the 7?
7 to 7 is 116.
7, 8?
138.
And 10, 7?
88.
10, 8.
78. So it looks like right now the 10-8 is the lowest combination. Second lowest is 10-7. and then the next lowest is the 3-8 at 97.
So let me just explain to the audience what I just asked you and why. So the first group of numbers, 5, 7, 9 in this leg, I have them in my pick 3, but I don't have them to the 1. I have them to the 7 and the 8, and I think the 1 is has a shot. So that's why I asked Ciaran for those, and those are all good. So I'm going to do a $5 double, 5, 7, 9 with 1, and then the second set of numbers I asked, I have a lot of horses, but I don't have the 6, 7, and 10, and I think they're all creditable threats based on the tote. So I asked him to my A's in the next, and they're terrible with the 10, and they're in with the 7. They're good with the 6, but I like 6 the least. So I don't know if I should stand pat or if I don't like the 10. What are we missing with the 10, Ciaran? Because you didn't like him either.
I didn't like him either, but I mean, we probably need to go to the crew because every time we've said we don't like a horse, it's blown
That's
up our
true.
tickets in the last 2 weeks. So I
That's
don't know.
very, very true.
Maybe we'll see.
Hey, guys, we need some help here. Who do you like in this? And this is a mandatory at the NHC, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Now
Who's the value? Let's look at the board real quick.
And just so people know, it's a mandatory bet. The odds aren't going to change. It's not like people are betting real money like the Breeders' Cup. So all these guys gambling on any of these horses will not change the odds like they would in the Breeders' Cup.
So if I were playing, if I just needed to pick the winner, I would pick the 3. If I needed to find a little bit of a price horse, I would pick the 4. What about you, Ciaran? If you just needed to pick the winner, you just need points.
Let me see. See what I said.
I think you're going to come up with the 3.
Yeah, I would say the 3, but I ended up writing more notes on the 5. So we'll have to see what the prices were. It might be one of these where I'd be standing at the machine and looking at a number I needed to get to.
That's true. Well, let's say they were both 3 to 1.
I'd probably end up leaning towards Lee's horse, the number 3.
That's what I figured. Let's say you needed a price horse.
I mean, the price horse. My notes here: Winds of Freedom, number 6. No work since the last race. I said pass. The 7, Dinging Diego for Garcia, but Ayusu bailed for the number 5, which is another reason I upgraded the 5. I think I would just go, you know what? I can't get smart in this leg. I'll take a 3 or 5 to 1. That's probably what I'd look at. I'm actually looking to see what my pick. So my planned double, Frank, was a $5 double, 7-9 to the 157. So 7 to the 1, 334. 7 to the 5, 629, and 7 to the 7. Yeah, that's 114. That's kind of poor on that one. And then my other one is 3 to the 1, 238, 5 to the 1, 249, 3 to the 5, 330, 5.
No, they're great with the 1. Everything is great with the 1.
Yeah, so
they're overbetting the the 7 and the 8 are taking similar amounts of money, but to me the overbet combination is the 10. So DTL Crew, if I'm just going to say I'm not making this bet because I'm going to live and die by my handicapping. I didn't like the 7 or the 10. I could hedge and do a $20 double, 10 to the 7, 8, 1. My 3 A's in the next. So if you're thinking about that and you want to hedge, that is a reasonable bet. $10 double, $20, whatever number you want. 10 to my 1, 7, 8, my 3 A's in the last. I'm not going to do that because I picked 5 horses in this race and not one of them was the 10. So if the 10 beats me, I'm just going to be a man and say I was wrong.
Now, an interesting stat about this race, Frank, that's coming up. It's been raced 26 times. 25 of the winners were 5 to 1 or less. So historically, it's not a race you chase a long shot in, believe it or not. And that
I don't think the 10 deserves to be favored.
No, and the favorite wins 73%. I think the 3 is probably going to go favorite.
What does your race lens have?
Let's see. Race lens, what did they say? For this race, they went Oh, they went 6 at
6.
20. Yeah, Winds of Freedom, 29%,
Oh,
9
gee.
at 20%, 7 at 13. Yeah, they didn't have the 3 at all.
They have the 6 and the 10. Well, 6 and the who?
6, 9, 7 in that order.
DTL Crew. Anyone out there have the 6? Anyone out there have the 10? Ciaran and I left both. That just goes to show you how good of a mandatory race this is, Ciaran, because
Yes. Oh no, and tomorrow's are even crazier. Like I looked at tomorrow's 2 mandatory races, 5 and 7, which I believe will be the all turf. So we get to do that show tomorrow, and talk about long shot races. They picked really good Santa Anita races this year.
well, rightfully so.
Yeah, because the last couple of years, believe it or not, weather's kind of messed things up. I think we missed a Friday, and we had a bunch of scratches a year as well.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Are we going to do it? We got 2 minutes. Are we doing a community ticket, Frank?
Oh, we didn't talk about it.
Let's do what are your thoughts? I'm thinking, why don't we do a $5 double? You got to type it in, Frank.
Well, do you want me to bet it or type it?
I want you to. Oh well, I want you to bet it, and I'll try and type it.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
6-8 with 5. It makes no sense. Let's just go with 6-8.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay,
You
I'll
do
do it
that on
myself.
your own. I'm not giving that out. 6, 8 with 5.
All right.
If I was going to say we both love the 3, I would do 3
3.
to the 1, 7, whoever we like in the next. I'll even throw your 5 in.
5,
3,
1.
top pick in this race. 3 with 1, 5, 7, 8. What's the lowest pay?
8. Hang on. I'm trying to looking right now. All right, so we're looking at. I already put in a bet. I covered all of them, so we've got some sort of combination. I ended up doing 3, 5, 6, 8 with 1, 5, 7. So let's look at what the pays are.
All right, I did for the crew. I did 3, singled the 3 here, and I went 1, 4, 5, 7, 8 in the last. I even included John Metcalf.
All right.
It only cost $25.
0 minutes on the board. Last call for Santa Anita.
So let's see. 3 into the 1 is 237. 3 to the 5, 364. The 7 is the one that's going to give us the lowest at 111, Frank.
Well, I only spent $25.
Yeah. So
I mean, if the DTL crew's betting that, that's all.
That's going to be a nice pay. I agree.
Oh, I gotta add the 4 in there. Sorry, hold on. I even threw the 4. What's it with the 4? 3 to the 4.
3 to the 4 is paying 145.
That's great.
That's We
just gotta beat this 10, man.
Yeah, I mean that is a great pay for that. I agree.
All right, they're in the gate. Let's get this freaking 3 home, Ciaran. Then we're both alive to everything.
Yep.
Good luck, guys.
You're fired. Pack your bad vibes and go.
Oh,
Wrong
I don't know
one.
what I just did. Single, baby. Good job.
This horse looks best. Quigley has spoken.
That's the kind of horse Quigley would have picked, so hopefully he did.
I'll check. I'll see if he did it on the timeline. Apologize for my hot mic.
Steve-O.
If anybody heard me say, if I drink another Bloody Mary, I'll get wasted.
Very nice.
Oh,
Now
that's
we got
great, Ciaran. That's great for
we
everybody.
got some options. Yep.
Everybody.
I mean, it sucks that the horse went 3-1, but when we were looking at where the smart money was going, we thought 7-2 would be good. So I guess the fact that it didn't get hammered down more is a positive.
Yeah, I mean, I knew we were never going to get the morning line there, so I'm actually okay with 3-1. I think we got as good of a price as we did because all that money came in on the 10. And no knock on the 10. The 10 ran a good second.
No,
but
it
wasn't going to beat the 3.
If that was an Andy Mathis horse, the number 3, it would have got caught late.
But that's why we didn't single Andy Mathis. We singled Lee Barasio. Woo-hoo!
Who, when he's on fire, and he just is. He's
Oh
doing
my!
very
So
well right now.
Ciaran, I was alive to like 3, 5, 7, 9, a gazillion horse. No, 3, 5. Hold on, let me see what I was. I was alive. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. I didn't have the 10 or the 6, and they ran second or third.
Yeah, I
So
didn't
finally,
have the 10
we won, and they ran second.
Correct. All right, I'm looking to see. So the pool before it flashed at the end there, Frank. We ended up crossing over 173,000. So I was just curious to see. Oh, you know what it was? We didn't have any last year.
Not bad for a sleepy Friday, and everyone's
Yeah.
at the NHC. So, you know, some people when they play mythical bankroll tournaments don't play live money because it actually uses different parts of your brain, and some people.
Can't
A lot
do
of times
that.
I do that. Like if I'm in the hunt in a mythical, sometimes it costs me money because I don't bet real money because I'm so focused on trying to win the tournament or make a cut or whatever. I
Correct.
know that doesn't bother you because you never met a race you didn't like. So
Well, what helps me too is I'm one of those guys, and you make fun of me. You're like, Ciaran, your horse scratch. What are you talking about? But I'm one of those guys. I like to put my bets in early in the morning. Like I put them in early. Then sometimes I'll go back and look at the scratches, but many times I don't mind if a horse scratch and I go to the favorite or I get a refund on the bet. I'm looking right now. So last year, Frank,
okay.
on the double, 93,000 for the double last year, Frank. This Friday last year. When I looked at the jump, 173. So only another 80% increase on the pool there. Not too shabby. DTL Crew. DTL Crew doing their job.
I think we need to go on strike. Or maybe we should start playing, let's play Hong Kong or something. Let's play Shot Candy. Wow, that's amazing. Good job, DTL Crew. And I hope everybody's alive, right? I mean, that was our single on the DTL. So here, thank you, Frank. Pick 3, 1, 2, 3. Good job, John. Thank you for listening and having faith in me. How about that?
So Frank, I'm going to show the video that you made of me making fun so that I can get you some sales for the book that you wrote. So this is what Frank came up. If you're watching us on Twitter, this is the video he threw out for me here.
But hold on.
Frank, thank you so much for doing this interview. I know how busy and in demand you are. But before we begin, should I call security on this weirdo? 8th place? Is that even a thing? That's just 7th loser to me.
The backstory is Ciaran gets very butthurt when I get invited to these shows and they don't even know who he is.
Yep, I'm a
They
nobody.
don't even know who he is. So he gets really butthurt about it. He takes it personal. Oh, what's so great about you? Oh, I finished 8th in the NHC. Like that, 8th in, okay, that's good. But you don't hang your hat on 8th in the NHC. So that's why I made that video when Ciaran was being a crybaby. There you go. That's all. But he's a good sport. I didn't post. I did that weeks ago. I actually thought it was too mean. I didn't want to post it, but I shared it with him because it was the NHC.
I was laughing when
and he thought it was hysterical.
So this was my comeback because, as you guys know, his claim to fame is someone else wrote a book and he edited it and put his name on as a co-writer.
No, me and Fornatel, we wrote this together with a collection of interviews.
So we had our guy, our intern reporter, do a review of it. So this is what he said.
Hey everyone, I am reading Frank's book. It has the 6 secrets of successful bettors. With these tips, you can't lose. I am reading Frank's book, Chapter 1, Bet All to Get the Winner. Frank's book, Chapter 2, When a Horse Winks at You, Bet It. Frank's book, Chapter 3, Scream louder than the guy next to you and your horse will win sometimes. Frank's book, Chapter 4, Turning $100 into I Will Quit Tomorrow since 1995. Frank's book, Chapter 5, Knowing When to Quit, aka the holy grail that every degenerate thinks is a fairy tale told by sober people. Frank's book, Chapter 6, Horses Don't Hate You, They Just Hate Winning When You're Betting on Them. Frank's book. I thoroughly enjoyed this book and it has made me into the degenerate I am today. I give it an A out of 10.
So you'll probably find if if you go into what is Salvation Army and the things they prop under the table, you'll probably find it for $1.
Well, just so you
or
know,
on Amazon.
Ciaran is the one who hired Mark Gelding, so the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. That was the children's book edition.
Yes, that was the children's.
There is actually an adult. There's an adult with like no pictures, words that only adults know how to pronounce. So that was basically made for you and for Mark Gelding, just so you could understand. So based on that information, how's Frank doing today? Oh, Mikey P knows how Frank's doing. Hiya.
So, Frank, I was looking at the will pay. So the 8 just went. All the barn money came in on the 8. Like 8 and 7 got the barn. Most of it went on the 8, the fill horse. But on the double, we're looking at the 8 is paying 92. The 7 actually is the favorite on the double pool, Frank, at 82.50. Then we jump up to the 4 and the 1.
Oh, so yeah, I threw in the 4 on the community ticket.
Wow, the
What's
pick
that
3.
paying?
The pick 3. Which one did you want?
On the
4?
community ticket, I used what did I use? I used 1, 4. I threw in your 5 and 7, 8. I think. Let me check my bets. Make sure I got that in.
The 4 is
3 with 1, 4, 5, 7, 8. Only for $5 though.
Yeah, the 4's paying 122. The 5's paying 284. So not too bad. But if we
That's
look
a
at
$25 investment. I mean,
yeah, wait till you see the pace. What are you alive to on the pick 3, Frank? Because these are gigantic pays.
I should be alive to 178, I would think, because those are my A's. But let me see. The all turf.
So the 1 is paying on the pick 3 $1,100. The 7 is paying $579. The 8 is paying $558. So it looks like
I have 178.
All right, so you're looking at the favorite right now in the pick 3 is the 8 at $558, then the 7 at $579. Then the 4 is third choice, $969, and the 1 is paying $1,100.
I'm surprised the 1 is kind of chilly in the multis. I expected that horse to take some sneaky money because that was the first time going long for that horse, and I know the horse those weren't very fast early fractions, so the horse maybe should have stuck around a little longer, but that was the first time stretching out. Draws the rail again. Like I don't know why that horse is a little chilly in the multis.
And then for the all turf, Frank, you're alive to the same horses, correct?
I believe so. Hold on. What number won the first leg? So far away. I think it was chalk. I think I had both of them. So 8-7-1 again.
Yeah, so pretty low. 203 for the 1, 93 for the 7.
Oh God, I'm like $3.
And 108. That is, I mean, it didn't help that it was spread out so much today. I don't know what the pool was, but yeah, that's pretty. The pool ended up being actually 72,000. That's not a bad pool.
That's incredible.
And last year the all turf was 27,000, Frank. Only a 200% increase this year.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to go on strike. We want to get equal wages.
Yep.
Spread it out to the DTL crew. I mean, you know what? We'll churn. Pay us, and we'll reinvest that money. We'll churn, man.
We churn. We are
Churn and burn.
So before we go to the comments one more time, Frank, you heard about that crazy bet they have at some other track, right?
The Octomom.
Yeah, look, they tried to get our guy to bet it. This is what he said.
I might be dumb, but I'm not that dumb to do your bet.
He just asked me for $1 because he wanted to bet the Octafecta tonight at Turfway. He said he wasn't going to bet it, and now he's going to bet it. How about this? Mark Gelding for president. I agree. The guy's a laugh a minute.
Yeah. All right, I'll let you go to
his brother, though. His brother's got to put up with his shenanigans.
Oh, so looks like Mikey P's alive on the. What's he alive?
7-8 for $4. Okay.
Which one? The pick 3 or a double?
I'm assuming he's alive. Oh, I don't know. That's a good. No, it's for $4. It's got to be the pick 3. Yeah.
Pick 3. Yeah.
Stephen D. alive in pick 3. 1, 7, 8, 9, 11. That's very good cover.
Yeah, those are excellent pays. Yep.
11. Hold on, we got to talk about this 11 here.
Let me see what I said here.
Oh, this is the killer. The one that sneaks in off the AE.
Oh, I didn't even do it.
How many times did we see this happen, Ciaran?
I do not. That cost me like a couple of years ago in the Kentucky Derby because when I do those crazy trifecta and superfecta bets, I always use, I do a box, but I always use the highest price horse, and that was a horse that won the race that got in off the AE list and didn't pay attention. Yeah, I didn't realize the 11 got in myself.
I just bet the horse to win. I need suicide insurance because that's that'll be just our luck. The 11's going to win.
Who's riding? Now, Kimura had 2 horses.
I'll find out. But the 11's going to win, and we're going to run 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th on our community tickets.
Yeah, and that's I guess
you might want to
Kimura.
Bet that horse to win, Ciaran.
Yeah, Kimura stayed with the Baltus horse.
So
we got Escobedo, but I mean that's not a bad guy to have. He's been
that's Ryan Hansen's guy. That horse will be in front. He'll gun hard, and that's it.
And I think he's actually riding. Let me see. I think he's on a horse tomorrow. And so I had some stats with him where he's won twice for Hansen, but when he hits for him, they're like bombs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's not. Like they're like big prices.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. It's
actually, I want to mention this because this happened the same night. So. The PDJF fundraiser at the Belly Up that we go to every year and love to support. Afterwards, a bunch of us went to Red Tractons, and I met Escobedo there, and we were talking, and I thought he was a kid who like grew up around horse racing. He was like into like I don't know, bike riding or something like 3 years ago. He just decided one day, like someone was like, "You should be a jockey," and he's like, "Okay." And the dude is awesome, and he does good work for Ryan Hansen, and those guys are a very good team, especially with speed horses. But that same night, I wanted to mention this on the other show. Friend of the show, Serafin Carmona, and his girlfriend, Sophia Brandello, they're jockeys out here, worked really hard in Southern California. They even did a punk Ciaran video when I had a 50. He rode a 57 to 1 shot named Baltic Fire that I gave out on the show. I trumped Ciaran's 28 to 1. So we made a little funny video punking Ciaran, and he was a good sport. We were laughing, having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing couple. He had a really bad spill and injury at Oaklawn Park last week.
Back. Yep.
Yeah, there's a GoFundMe account for that Sophia set up for him. These jockeys, it's almost impossible for them to get any kind of insurance, and they risk their lives every day. Whatever you can do, spread the word. Go to I'll retweet the link again if you can follow me and look for it. Even if you just blast it out to your peeps, whatever it is, every little bit helps because, we're family. Even though sometimes we criticize the jockey's ride,
Hey, they're like us. They have bad days. They have good days. They go in streaks. It also depends, if their trainer's hot or if their agent is actually doing the research. I mean, a lot of different things go into it.
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't trade. I would not do that job for any amount of money in the world. They're insane, those guys. Trainers too. They get up at 3:30 in the morning, like nuts. Not for me. I like doing this part of horse racing.
So, looking at the betting here, we both thought the 4, John Metcalf, should not have been 9-5, but 4-1 is. I mean, if it keeps creeping up, you have it on your picks, or do you not?
What they do.
Do you have?
No, I only used the horse in the on the community, I believe. I mean, I had the horse as a B, but I don't think I threw the horse in because I was all about the 8 and the 7, and then I like the 1 more than the 4. So I have the 4 as a B, but I do not have the 4 on any ticket because I was going to play the 4 in a double, which we did for the crew.
Well, you have such big payouts coming, Frank, that you might have to throw. And this horse is creeping up. You may have to pivot and do some sort of, I don't know. What would it be worth your while to protect or hedge, or is you just going to go, if it beats you, it beats you?
I think the fact that horse, first of all, I agree with you. The 9-5 morning line was ridiculous.
It was crazy.
But the fact that this horse is 9-2 instead of like 7-2 or 5-1, that worries me a little bit.
And it's
telling me that the smart, sophisticated money, even though that was a horrendous trip and you can X out that last race, they still don't think this horse is good enough to beat the 7, the 8.
Well, I will say on the pick 3, Frank, he's third choice. The 8's paying $558, 7's $579. Yeah. This one's $958.
But that's telling to me because that horse is 9-5. He should be favored in all the pools, right?
In the pick 4. The 7 is the favorite at 244. The 8 is 254, and the 4 is 282. So we don't see as much as a discrepancy there. And
that's interesting. Yeah, that's a little more.
In the pick 5, we've got the 8 at 617, the 7 at 634, and the 4. I mean, a lot of other people thought, like we did, that the morning line was ridiculous for it. But as it creeps up, and it is JJ after all. I mean. Let me see what.
Well, here's the other thing, Ciaran. When that horse ran last time, both of us thought the morning line was ridiculous because I think he was 9-5 then too, and then his off price was even more ridiculous.
Yes,
50 cents on the dollar. It was like insanely bad.
I mean, they're putting blinkers back on. Trainers 0 for 6. Second time Lasix 0 for 26. But I will say one thing, Lewis. In the money, like the horse will be around the wire. I mean, I know this horse the last 2 times has not, and you got to question, why has JJ kept the faith?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I will say this: when JJ first came down here from Golden Gate several years ago, Craig Lewis was one of the first guys, if not the first guy, to make him a regular rider for the barn. So I believe there is a sense of loyalty there. But then still, again, if JJ had a live horse to go to, he would have.
and you know, when you've got a connection with your guy, the trainer's going to try and put you on. He's not going to have you ride one of his, nags. Like he's going to put you on the correct horse. And then this horse is not risked, correct? So it's not like this is a throwaway race. Yeah.
I'm just a little curious why they want to try turf again. I mean, I know the horse ran second last year at this level on turf. But, I mean, those dirt races, I think, are far better than, that turf race. I mean, this horse ran second in the King Glorious. I mean, this horse is a good Calbred.
Yeah.
So we have 9 minutes, Ciaran. Any update? What's going on? Are you having fun out there? You went to the game last night?
Oh, yeah, SDSU game, I mean, but... Yeah, Mountain West, I'm glad we're going to the Pac-12. Let's just put it like that. Thomas and Mack, that place makes Jack Murphy Stadium before they demolished it look new. But the seats weren't too bad down at the court, but the Mountain West is probably the most poorly run basketball conference there is. Like their courtside seats, no access to food, restrooms, you had to go all the way back there. Good seats, but...
This is so Ciaran. Complains about everything. Everything.
Well, what
How was
happened
the game?
The game was typical Mountain West. I think someone put a stat up. There was 173 fouls yesterday in the Mountain West games. Our game, 43 fouls called. Like every 2 seconds, foul. Like if you're a purist, it ruins the game. Like ticky-tack fouls. You want to see action. You want to see flow.
Ciaran could go to world-rated Michelin 18,000-star restaurant, and he could complain that the table settings were too nice. They're too nice.
I ordered steak,
And
and
the
this is what
chef
I got.
overcooked my chicken tenders.
Yep. So we got the bugs out today, and hope maybe that guys can tell us in the comment how the sound is. We were going to bring some guests on today, but day one of the contest, we'll probably have more people on tomorrow. Now that
Let's throw that out there. Yeah, maybe we'll go on even a little early, depending, and just have kind of like a free-for-all show. Ciaran's there. He's live. He's running into a lot of people. I thought your end. I'll go back and watch it, and I'll ask Terry. And if the DTL crew has a comment, like Ciaran said, you've been perfect. I probably froze 18 times, but you've been awesome. The sound is good. Everything.
I will say Tyler was going to be here, but he had to take off to pick someone up at the airport. They do have an express bet tournament tomorrow, a $300 with the Gulfstream races. So I might play in that one. So we'll see. Maybe we can do something about that.
We are huge proponents of express bet, but we're not doing anything for them until we get a QR code.
Oh, that's true.
We want referral deals. Anyone who signs up through us, we want to cut the action. No, we love Tyler. We love express bet. They are the OGs in tournaments. They do a terrific job, and Tyler is just dude works so hard, and he is so pro player. Wants to make everybody very happy. Just real quick, Charlie's alive to the 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the all turf. So I know the ones I'm alive to aren't that great, but he must have some good ones there. No,
I mean, I think if the 7 and 8 don't pay, the other ones are going to pay really, really nicely.
Yeah, he's got your 5. The 2's got to be a zillion. I mean, the 2's got to be massive.
Yeah, let me see what the 2's doing. The will pay on. Is that on the double or the pick 3? He has it.
The all turf.
Oh, the all turf. Oh, let me go to that screen. Hang on. The all turf 936.
Nice. And it was chalk. I mean, like heavy chalk.
Yeah, I mean, the reason it's paying like even that is they hedge their bets on some of the other prices while they hammer the other ones so that they can. That's what they can do. But still, that's a healthy pay.
That's terrific. You know me, I'm not going to play any trifectas, but I know you like to have action. Do you want me to look up anything on the tri tool, or, I mean, are you alive in your doubles? You must be alive in your doubles. Let's put up your play.
I should be, yeah.
5 minutes to the finale at Santa Anita. 2 races remaining.
Where is?
Let me see what I did.
Here it is.
Top 3.
I had 7 3 times.
Yes.
You got the 1 and the 5 twice. And then you have, no, that one's dead. But that's nice. So you have 1, 5, 7.
Not too bad. I mean, I'll take a win just to get the crutch off the back. You know?
And we gave this to the DTL crew. Well, here, actually, where is it? Here it is. I didn't put an amount. I only did it for $5 for us, Ciaran, but, maybe somebody did it for 20,
Yeah, but I mean, even $5 was a decent pay. I mean, we actually bet our money, but we don't say that's what you should do. I mean, some people will look at the $5 bet and go, peasants. And some people are like, that's a big bet for me. So we let you guys decide.
We trust our crew enough to, you're adults, you make your own decisions. We put up what we're playing or what we suggest, but you make up your own denominations. And you might, and more often than not, Ciaran, our crew uses horses that we don't have. It's happened like 3 times in a row now.
No, usually they ask us about a horse and we both go, that horse is 3 legs and has no chance, and it lately has been beating our horse on the line.
So who's the horse we're missing here?
Who's alive to what now, so that'll knock us out again?
Well, Charlie has the 2, Big Vengeance. Let me see if I actually made that horse a C. I don't remember. I wanted to make a case for that horse. Let me see what I have, and then you can tell me what notes you have. Oh, I made the horse a C. Big Vengeance, 99-1 at this level last time, 6.5 furlong turf sprint. He ran 5th with some trouble. He outran his odds, but let's see if he can step up today trying 2 turns for the first time. I go, he's not impossible, but I like others more.
and here's what I wrote, Frank. Diego for Garcia, poor stats, but in capitals, the horse gets first-time Lasix and has some decent works, and that could be the difference. But I cannot bet every horse. And then I did say,
I said the same thing. I said I like others more, and you said I can't bet everybody.
but then I said,
I'm betting that horse to win. I'm just telling you right now, just $5, just for fun.
And then the last thing I put here, when Garcia puts a horse on Lasix, he wins with a profit. So it's one of his, like, you'll make money with that.
Oh, that's a good stat, actually.
So when he does it, it pays to bet him. You know, they usually do really well. He's a flat bet profit on that.
That race is not as bad as it looks on paper. I'm telling you right now. And I know the horse is 99-1, but the winner came back and won the next race. And Garcia is smart. I mean, he's a young guy, but he has old school tendencies. So we've got
carryovers, Frank. So we've got the 2, 3, 9, 11 are carrying over. So we'll have a pretty decent carryover for tomorrow as well.
Are there any of our horses? Well, the 2 is Charlie's. 3, no.
And then this race, Frank, 30% of the time, a horse 5-1 or more has won. And the favorites, same stat, 29%. So it's not a crazy race.
29 favorite and 29 over 5-1?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. They win the same amount of times.
Yeah, so you'll either get a price horse or the chalk win is what's happened.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I would imagine it's usually when the chalk is a standout. There's no standouts in this field.
Wait, here, how many minutes do we have? We got 1 minute.
They're going to the gate. Yeah. And I got to hop. If there's anything you need to say, because I got to hop off and do Chappie's show as soon as we're done. Because once again, I got the call. I'm going to tell them that you finished 8th place on the NHC Tour in 2025. That might, that might sway them a little bit.
Well, it's not like, we get to promote our show on their show. It's all about. So I only do shows that are all about Double Trouble Live. I bleed Double Trouble Live. Unlike Frank, who is a scab, he will cross the picket lines. He has no loyalty whatsoever. Will work.
Let me tell you this, Ciaran. You're being very graceful. You're being very graceful because when I told Terry that I was playing that video and you approved it, she goes, and I said, Ciaran's going to try to, come back at me. I guarantee you. She goes, yeah. He should say, hey, where did you finish? Where did you finish, Frank? Like she was punking me.
Well, I was going to do that, but I thought the other one I did, I was like, let me talk about his book.
Look at LD says Simon Bray likes the 2. I really respect Simon's opinion. I have a win bet on the 2, but, I'd rather one of our horses, community horses. They're in the gate. Good luck, everybody. We'll come back real quick for a wrap-up. Hope everybody wins.
The curse is broken.
Ciaran, we team, dude. That
curse
is the Oh God, I can't get this off. Okay, my winner in the first. Well, no, I didn't hit the pick 3. Gosh, but anyway.
Oh, you didn't have the 5 at all? Oh, you
no,
didn't.
I hated the 5, and I hated the 5, and I'm so good with more flat horses. I bet that race a million times I would not have the 5, but you know what? Because I respect you, and that's probably our best payout.
Yeah, that was the one that paid us the most. I mean, the pick double was paying $284 on that one. Great price.
Oh, the 7 had a horrendous trip.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Could not have ridden the 7 any worse.
No, and that is what what he did. That is the exact same ride he did on our horse as well. Like, but I won't fault him. Like I was very bitter the last race, and didn't bet him, but he just had a bad ride there. I would absolutely.
He never got over. He never got cover. He went wide the whole way. I thought the horse might level out because he made a move, but
oh my God, Frank! If I just not used Ryan's girl and instead went with your horse, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would have got that.
I listen to you.
3.
You don't listen to me.
I know, but I mean that
Look
pick 3 was.
Look at the 7 coming late on the gallop out.
Man, that pick
7 was
3.
the best horse in that race. Ciaran, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but I have this in my head. I think Phil's like almost unbettable. I hate to say it because of Goldie, but like they did nothing. So it was bottled up a little bit, but I mean,
yeah, I mean, the one positive is he's never trained as well. Barrios has been breezing him, and if there's a positive to be taken from it is class horses, even when a trainer's cold, will find a way to win. And what may end up being the positive, what may end up being the positive next week, Frank, on Saturday is instead of me getting a horse that should be 6-5, I actually might get 3 or 4-1 on the horse because everyone's going to go, I'm fading Phil. So
did they draw that race yet, or have you seen the nominations?
I did not look at the nominations yet. I don't know if it probably comes out, tomorrow or Sunday. I'm not sure. I didn't look, so. Are we official yet? Because I'm mad because I should have had that, the pick 3 for $2,000, Frank. But we'll take the double. Not too shabby.
I only did it for 5 for us, Ciaran. So how much is that coming back?
Hey, 284, Frank. We beat the curse is gone. I mean,
yes. You played the video. Terry made me stage you.
Well, we said it together because we actually came up with it at the same time because I was like, you know what? Our seconditis started happening when we did that first Friday the 13th video. So I was like, well, we got to do a video. And you're like, oh, my God. Yes, we were talking about that, too.
We got too cocky, and we're like, no such thing as Friday the 13th suspicion. What boom?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like, seriously, we ran second 9 times.
Yeah.
According to the song. I think you should play it while we're waiting for the race to become official. We're going to pound that curse into submission.
All right, here it is.
Keeping the wins, the glory.
Oh, wait. I got to add it got to go from the start. There we go.
To the DTL Crew. Frank and Ciaran here, live from the track. We've been cursed. Tickets shredded, chalk bets bombed, exactas wheeled wrong. But today, we're banishing that loser vibe forever. Grab your low takeout slips and sing. We've lost a late double 9 times this week alone. The key horse faded like a bad phone signal tone. Ciaran single turned into a bad choke. Chats yelling fade Frank while we're going broke. No more should've boxed it. No more next race revenge. No more blaming the rail, the pace of the jockey's ride. We're done being the punchline in every bad beat thread. Time to flip the script, boys. Get that curse out our head. Hey, curse! Get lost, your low take out.
Well, we're official, Frank. So I only did a $10 double for 40. That $568, not too shabby.
Ciaran, I know everyone believes us. We are a live wagering show.
We're not a handicapping show. We do throw in We do throw in the handicapping, but
just to show. I threw your 5 in, no problem. I mean, look at that. $25 returns what? $58 or whatever.
Yep.
Now, granted, we have a lot of losing tickets too, but
Yeah, but I mean, I am kind of mad at myself on my pivot bet. I absolutely should have had the one in that first leg, you know what I mean, for the pick 3, and it paid $1,958. And it wasn't like I was being stubborn because it was your horse. I was like trying to spread because you had it, and I was trying to make sure.
You were following the money. You were following the money, right? And the one was dead on the board. I'll grant you.
Now,
that.
I will say, Frank. So this is like 3 shows in a row. The money has been wrong more times than it's been right recently. We've not seen that over the shows, so that's a positive. You know, we see all these people yapping about the robot money and the teams taking it. The pays could be a lot lower. They've been wrong. A lot of their horses that they're tossing all their money at are going down. So, and we can see what's going on the wheel pays with the pick 3 and double. So we have an advantage. I mean, the amount of people who still don't bet this bet it's crazy to me.
We'll do the parlay and pools analysis later at some point. I don't have to hop off just yet, but I was going to look at something. Well, 7 went to the knees, so that even adds to how bad the trip the 7 had. This is what I was going to ask you, Ciaran. Can you tell me your notes on that 5 horse? Because that was a great pick by you. And I'm good with Mark Glatt. I am so good with him. I X that horse.
I put 8-1, Hara riding for Glatt. I really doubt we get this price. We actually got better, which is crazy. I said,
really? Why did you think we'd get a good price?
I said, more than likely, the horse is 4-1. First time grass, first time routing. Glatt's numbers are great on that. Major jockey upgrade.
Okay.
And then, like I said earlier, I don't go into the pedigree a lot, but sometimes when it jumps out, you got to pay attention. And the Dam had 5 starters. 4 of them were winners, 3 of them on turf, and Hara 4 Glatt, 2 for the last 2. So I think he's one of these guys. You know how he's been riding really well for O'Neill, and when Hara gets on an O'Neill horse, you have to bet it. I think Glatt has seen that as well. I think he's going to be splitting his time. Glatt's putting him on the correct horses right now as well. So you've got to pay really close attention to that.
Well, I'm glad you came up with that horse because I had X the horse. It goes against everything. Maiden claimer going up into a maiden special weight, like that's an automatic toss for me. I mean, those dirt races were just meh. They were slow, but yeah, the stretch out and the turf made the difference. We got to wrap up, Ciaran. I'll let you do final thoughts and take us out with the song. But thanks for watching DTL Crew. We're going to watch the Saturday show because Ciaran's at the NHC.
Yeah, and then watch. I'll put it out of mine, but keep an eye on Frank will update you guys on our Twitter feed, and you can even on our YouTube channel. So we'll look and we'll let you guys know tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be doing some shows tomorrow for sure. All right. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Ready on. With that low takeout, now I'm feeling kind of sport. 15%, bro, that's basically free money. I'm about to turn $11 into a yacht by Monday. Low takeout, best. Cha-ching. Double trouble, I'm doing this thing. My pocket's doing the running, man. Low takeout, best. What? Bookie's crying in the can. Low takeout, baby, 3 straight lawns. If this thing hits, I'm buying the whole damn barn. Grass to grass, no dirt in my life. I'm so all turf, I might start photosynthesize. Santa Anita, low takeout got me acting unwise. Told my wife, babe, I'm rich, now she want alimony twice. Double trouble on the mic, we causing the scene. Low takeout was all turf and retirement dream. If we hit this pick 3, tell the valet keep the change. We're reading lobster tonight on a $12 range. Boom! Thank you, Santa Anita, good night.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.